Question is, did she provide the dirt? And if she did, was it a crime? Did the dirt hack the election? No, gossip don't hack elections. Whether it's true or false, it does not hack elections. Hacking into the voting machine does. No proof of that. Fake emails, no proof of that. Everything's on up and up so far. Julian's son up and up. Gucci for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. It's on up and up. The documents are legit. Documentation beats conversation any day. My question to you, news people, where are the documentations? Where are they? Let me keep reading. The Justice Department and the House and Senate Intelligence Committee are examining whether any of President Trump's associates colluded with the Russian government to disrupt last year's election. To disrupt last year's election. Why? Because they may got some secret dirt? All campaigns do that. They get the dirt and they run an ad about what that dirt is. Swift vote. All that kind of stuff. The precise nature of the promised damage information about Mrs. Clinton is unclear, and there is no evidence to suggest that it was related to Russian government computer hacking that led to the release of thousands of DNC emails. Let me repeat that. The precise nature of the promised damaging information about Mrs. Clinton is unclear, which means they don't know. It still could be made up crap. And there is no evidence to suggest that it was related to the Russian government computer hacking that led to the release of thousands of DNC committee emails. To this date, there's still no evidence of Russian hacking the DNC. Why? Because they haven't given up the computer. Why? Because they're scared to find out that it's all a lie. And they're scared to find out something else may be on that computer. Bunch of crooks. But in recent days, accounts by some of the central organizers of the meeting, including Donald Trump Jr., have evolved and have been contradicted by the written email records. After being told that the Time was about to publish the content of the emails, instead of responding to the request for comment, Donald Trump Jr. posted images of them on Tuesday on Twitter. That's right. I'll put them up too before you do, so you can think, man, if I find out you think you got something on me, I'm going to let the world know before you know. Punk, now what you got? To everyone, in order to be totally transparent, I am releasing the entire email chain of my emails about the June 9th meeting, he wrote. I first wanted to just have a phone call, but when that didn't work, they said the woman would be in New York and ask if I would meet. In other words, he was like, all right, we can talk about it. She said, no, we ain't talk about it. I'm going to be in New York. Let's get together. Have a little Russian salad. He added, probably at the Russian tea room. He added that by Carnegie Hall. He added that nothing came of it. But in the interview on Tuesday with Fox News, Sean Hannity, he said that in retrospect, I probably would have done things a little differently. Doesn't mean he regret. He just said he would have done it a little differently. President Trump wrote on Twitter early Wednesday, my son Donald did a good job last night. He was open, transparent, and innocent. This is the greatest witch hunt in political history. Sad. Now, I don't agree with Trump that much, but there are some things I agree with him, like I agree with the tariff. You know, I agree with some part of the immigration, but not that extreme. You know, criminals, if you're doing crime in the United States and you're visiting, you do need to go. I'm for that. I agree with him. What Obama had to go through with the overall obstruction, that is nowhere near the witch hunt that they getting. They're trying. The Democratic Party is worse than dirty cops, trying their best to plant something on Trump to have him locked up to meet a freaking quota, or to cover up their crappy, sucky campaign, their crappy, sucky platform, their crappy, sucky loss of a message. Crappy party right now. Shame, the Republican Party is way better than them. Man, the Foot Party is better than the Democratic Party, and I probably just made that up. Probably get more popularity. Rent too damn high. This is the greatest witch hunt since Bill Clinton. Ken Starr went on a witch hunt to try to railroad Bill Clinton. This is worse. From the moment that man was elected, you're going on a witch hunt. But the thing is, you're hunting for the wrong thing. How are you going to take an elephant gun to go shoot rabbits? When you shoot it, you're going to blow the rabbits to pieces. It's dumb. Elephant guns are for elephants. If you're going to find real stuff on Donald Trump, you got plenty to work with. One of them right there, probably about 2 doors down from his office. Jared Kushner, son-in-law, working in the White House. Conflict of interest, nepotism to the highest degree. And his daughter has her own office. Come on. I can go on and on and on about stuff that you can really jump on him about. Not this Russian bull stuff. I mean, it's like you guys crack. I mean, it's like that girl who I went out and the man, we was vibing each other. Sexual tension was on point. I mean, just back in my younger days. Sexual tension on point from the moment she saw me. You can tell the alarms was going off all over her body. Mine's too. Now I don't mean to get graphic. The bottom line is, once we went there, we couldn't get enough. Michael Jackson said right. Don't stop till you get enough. Come on. The Democratic Party cannot get enough. The Russian narrative is crack to them. It's flakka. It's ecstasy to them. It's meth. It is a drug. They cannot get off it. They say, we got a good idea to cover up for our dumbness, our stupidity, our sucky loss, our horrible campaign. I got an idea. Blame it on the Russians. They go just straight went Milli Vanilli on them. Blame it on the Russians. Hillary is still great. It had to be Russia. I can't believe she lost. I can't believe she lost. I can't believe she lost. Then had the nerve to pick the Jacob Javits Center, a place that's full of glass, even at the top, and to reserve a piece of glass to break, and you wonder why you lost. At the White House briefing on Tuesday, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the deputy press secretary, referred questions about the meeting to Donald Trump Jr.'s counsel, but read a statement from the president in which he has called his son a high-quality person. The backstory of the June 9th meeting involves a eclectic cast of characters the Trump family knew from his business dealing in Moscow. Business dealing in Moscow. Business dealing. The man was a businessman before he became president. And yes, in business, things are often not on the up and up, but what that has to do with him becoming president. And yes, all campaigns look for dirt on their candidates. Don't act like this is something brand new and Trump just started. This is what get me. Even though I'm not a fan of Trump, when Trump do it, everybody act like it's something that's brand new, and this stuff been going on and on every freaking election. Every freaking election. Looking for dirt on your candidate so he can step down. Too bad you wasn't aggressive to do this before the campaign. But yeah, you can do nothing about it anyway because your candidate was horrible as crap. Any initial email outreach came from Rob Goldstein, a British-born former tabloid reporter, and entertainment publicist who first met the future president when the Trump organization was trying to do business in Russia. Trying to do business, not do politics, do business in Russia. On June 3rd email, the Goldstein told Donald Trump Jr. that he was writing on behalf of a mutual friend. He was writing on behalf of a mutual friend, one of Russia's biggest pop music stars, Emin Agalarov. Emin, who professionally uses his first name only, is the son of Aras Agalarov, a real estate tycoon sometimes called the Donald Trump of Russia. The elder Mr. Agalarov boasts close ties to President Vladimir Putin. Whoop-de-doo. He has close ties with Vladimir President Putin. If Donald Trump would not have ran for president, and Hillary Clinton would have won, he would have had close ties to Hillary Clinton because they are best of buddies. He had close ties to Donald Trump. I mean, he had close ties to Bill Clinton. He had close ties to Bush, and he had close ties to Ronald Reagan. Come on. Big deal, right? Close ties to President Vladimir Putin. This is Mr. Argolov of Russia. The Donald Trump of Russia. Of course. He's the Donald Trump of Russia. Donald Trump had big ties to people in politics, and all in New York. Ed Koch, him and Ed Koch used to go back and forth, trying to be the most popular. His company has won several large state building contracts, and Mr. Putin awarded him the Order of Honor of the Russian Federation. What's wrong with that? It's the same as Trump getting the Medal of Honor in the United States from a president for being a good businessman. What is wrong with that? Now, I know y'all saying, man, you act like you stroking Trump ego. No, I don't like wrong. When it's right, I call it out. When it's wrong, I call it wrong. And this is a horrible witch hunt on this man. On the stupidest narratives, the stupidest. I mean, if you're gonna find something. I mean, like I said, there's plenty of stuff. He keep giving you stuff to get him on, but not this stuff. Come on, you trying to. The only reason you're sticking with this stuff, Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid, and the rest of you nut wing newscasters, is because you're trying to make money. You're trying to pimp the people, selling products and goods, doing commercials to keep their eyes glued to the suspense of what could be happening in Russia. As a matter of fact, Russia is inspiring to be our allies. Who said they were our enemies, our adversary? Where did that crap come from? They're not communists. They're capitalists. They're horrible capitalists just like we are. And they want to run businesses. And, I mean, they want to be a copycat of America, but with a little twist of traditionalism of Russia. Putin used to hang out with Bush 1 and Bush 2. Putin and Obama hung out. Golf and all that. Come on, get out of here with this stuff. But Trump can't do it. Mr. Argolov joined the elder Mr. Trump to bring the Miss Universe contest to Moscow in 2013. They did business before he ran. The Trump and Argolov families grew relatively close. Okay, what's wrong with that? When Amin released a music video with them with the theme borrowed from the television show The Apprentice, Mr. Trump, then the show star, made a cameo appearance. Great stuff, Trump. Great stuff. Delivering his trademark line, "You're fired." The elder, which he stole from Vince McMahon, the one he was wrestling with the CNN thing up there. That was the haircut match. He stole that "You fired" from Vince McMahon. The elder, Mr. Argolov, had also partnered with the Trumps to build a Trump hotel in Moscow. So the man began to do business with Trump and do Trump hotel in Moscow. Business dealings. Not political dealing, business dealing. But the deal never came to fruition. Amin just called and asked me to contact you with something very interesting, Mr. Goldstone wrote in the email. The Crown Prosecutor of Russia met with his father, Aras, this morning, and in their meeting offered to provide the Trump campaign with some official documents and information that would incriminate Hillary in her dealings with Russia and would be very useful to your father. Now here's the deal. If they got incriminating stuff on Hillary Clinton, it need to be exposed. I don't care if it goes in Trump hand, Trump Jr. hand, Trump the third, Trump 3.0, Trump 10,000. I don't care who hands it go through. If she committed the crime, it need to be revealed. Just like if you thinking Trump committed the crime, it need to be revealed. So they say, hey, we got some dirt on Hillary Clinton. Well, Hillary Clinton gets stuff also. Well, you think the news came up with this Access Hollywood? That was dirt. Grab them by the P. That's dirt. That's how you play ball in politics when you run an election. You look for dirt. That is not a crime. And it's not a crime where you get it from. There's no such title, Crown Prosecutor in Russia. The Crown Prosecutor, he had a, what do you think? No, let me go back. The Crown Prosecutor of Russia met with his father, Aras, this morning, and in their meeting offered to provide Trump campaign with some official documents that would incriminate Hillary in her dealings with Russia and would be very useful to your father. He added, what do you think is the best way to handle this information? And would you be speaking to me about it directly? In other words, you're trying to find out the best way, maybe the legal way to handle the situation without getting in any trouble. Of course, I mean, hey, look at me. I would do the same thing. Yo, okay, if I can get this information, how can I get it without making it seem like, I mean, how can I get this ethically without breaking any United States laws? Hey, this is your boy BOBTV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. So I really appreciate it. I want to thank my man Vegematic for the Blue Yeti mic, one of the top microphones out right now. He knew I needed the mic, so he blessed me with it. So all of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that, but just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. Again, the money, the finances that you give in your Patreon account, it goes into equipment. So I want to thank you for personally helping this endeavor grow. And last but not least, I am going to think about starting a whoop pack soon, trying to learn from Tim Black and my other brothers out there on how to do it. I'm not going to do it right away. I probably won't do it till I hit about 5,000. Then we'll start thinking about something like that, or maybe a little more. But the Patreon account is fine for now. $1, it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, it'll help grow this channel as much as I can, as much as we can. I'm BOBTV. Freedom on Fire. Rob Report. Peace.